I will find my daughter.
Hey guys and girls, Trooper here. So I just had quite a wonderful day at work, and yeah, I decided to just go back home and share with you a Gley videos. I was like, wow, I've been playing Gley maybe for like 1 or 2 days in Void Vessel and everything else, pretty much like everything farming, I've been doing it. I've been having fun. Like there's something a little bit annoying about the rocket just going everywhere when you're shooting. It's for sure annoying. But there's a fun side to her. I would say a very, very simple side. Just infinite shooting. That's such a base thing that's been in video games for very long, and we all enjoyed it at some point. Shooting forever is super cool, and that's never going to change, which makes Gley super cool herself. So, yeah. First, I really wanted to show you guys something that I'm very unhappy with, and I think should change today. Like developers should really do something, okay? So here I should not be first, okay? So video is not about leaderboards, but I just really want to showcase that. So I should not be first, you guys should be above me, okay? Here is the thing. So reinforcement, some of you might know, or some of you might not, got switched. So here we used to have an extra 30% firearm RTK with any element, okay? So there was electric, chill, toxic, whatever. And that is actually giving us an extra pretty much a minute and a half on the leaderboard. So if I do the same exact run right now as I did back then, the one I did here, I would be around 3 minutes time. So no one can actually beat this right now because the reinforcement nerfed Gley hard. Okay, so I think that's super wrong. The leaderboards are literally currently they're just currently not working. They're obsolete. They don't make sense. This guy is a cheater, by the way. This guy is a read first, but I mean I can't even beat my own time. So now let's go for the build. I am not using this sword. I'm using the big bad sword. This one. Right. So Copper Hollow Points simply gives you more damage when you do an headshot, and the rocket launcher actually does headshots all the time, okay? Sorry. Yeah, so this is going to give you extra weak point damage, okay? And well, as I was saying, all the time, like you don't see it much, but if you check the stats, you're doing headshots all the time. Every second you're doing a few every second, okay? Then massive sanctification. If you go into a sphere, you're going to get free HP. That's what it does. It's pretty much good for HP. Simple. She doesn't really have a Transcendent module that's very useful. So this is what I decided to go with myself, since this was the better one for health. So others are like, no, not as great. Let's just say. Then. Well, for the Ancestor module, the second most important thing, skill duration up is adding up to, I think, how much? Okay, skill number 3. So this is what you use on Gley, okay? You do use skill number 1 to give her the firearm buff, infinite ammo, simple. And when infinite ammo can be activated, you use that. And for 12 seconds exactly, you are going to get infinite ammo, okay? This is what Gley does. Right, so my cooldown is approximately 12.2 seconds, and my duration is 12 seconds, alright? And well, this is awesome. This is thanks to... So duration is kind of capped with Gley. You can only reach, like, I think around 10 seconds, okay? So this lets you reach a new level. Instead, I was able to reach 12 seconds. 2 more extra seconds might seem small, but when you have infinite ammo, 2 more seconds every time you use your skill number 3, so your fever, is actually pretty insane. So yeah, I do believe that this is the best Ancestor wall for Gley skill duration up. So if you have that even blue, even if it's like half a second, whatever, just pick it up. It's insane, right? Especially with the fire rate, some guns have this. Is very valuable. Right, for the rest, I use also the new module, Weak Point Analyst, which is really cool. So it goes with this, okay? Every time this activates, you get free HP and extra weak point damage, okay? So 1.3% times 10 equals 13. 13 divided in half, that's like 6.5. So that's approximately 20% extra weak point damage at all times, because you're going to get those 15 stacks within a few seconds, okay? And they're going to stay. There is no cooldown on this module, okay? Then we have increased HP, but just to have more HP because we have the space module-wise, and everything for cooldown. I really want to and try to get into a sweet spot, okay? So to get the same cooldown as at least the closest one to the duration you do have, so 12 seconds is your duration, and you want 12 seconds as a cooldown, as nimble fingers and P conversion, perfect, okay. Then this is your duration, the one I mentioned here, and yeah, nothing too special here. Short focus for extra RTK, very important, and this one to get even more HP. So this gives you an HP all the time, and this gives you HP every 2 seconds as well. So you're not going to die with this build, pretty much opposite. You can't freaking die. That's awesome. So I would say this build is very good for consistency because you're going to finish every run simply because once more, you're never going to die. Easy survival. Skill cooldown and skill duration up, as always. The meta with Gley never changed, might never change. Hopefully it will at some point, but it is not the case for now. Here I went with extra duration and extra fire rate. You could also go with more weak point damage. There is like there is a dual of external components that could give you 5% extra weak point damage. But I think duration here is more important, as this adds up to my number 3 duration. And then the 5% fire rate is, you just can't skip that, it's insane. Always was, always will be, maybe. Now, for the Arche tuning. I went with a super cool new Mutant Cell, Survival Instinct, which gives you 15% of extra movement speed pretty much every time you use your fever for like half or out of my 12 seconds, 5 seconds are going to be with a boost of speed, which might seem small, but when you're trying to speedrun a dungeon and when you're walking fairly slowly while using your fever, this is actually super cool, and you do see the difference. It's pretty insane. Like, let's say you are using your fever, then you use that grapple attack. After leaving your bike, you're going to get extra speed in the air, like flying speed as well, while you are using your fever and shooting your rocket already. If you don't know what I mean by that, just watch the first few seconds of the game in the Supermassive Receptor, and you're going to get my point. So yeah, super cool. One. I love movement speed. Okay, then we have here a total of 13.8% fire RTK. That's why I go to this side. That's where you can get the highest amount of RTK and the highest amount of multi-hit damage for your rocket launcher. Alright, for what's next? Personally, I like to go with strike point amplification, so you have more damage with your rocket launcher, extra HP, and here you could go with that, but actually this is probably a little bit more useful, perhaps. And yeah, for the guns, so the rest of the rig is super strong, super useful, and that is pretty much perfect rolls right here. Fire rate maxed out, shield ATK, and on the bottom you can see my readjustments as well. For the build, there you have it. Shield ATK, fire rate up, double reduce, extremely important with Gley. That's like the Gley special, the one thing that works really well on her, and you can try. I would say every combination are not going to work as well as this. It is insanely consistent and strong. When you're on multi-piercing side, multi-percussion side, blah blah, well, use your stuff. Here, this could be useful to destroy ships. I've seen this on the channel. Cat, I think Con E3, if I'm correct. So very good player, very inspiring gameplay. Yeah, feel free to check him out. Yeah, so that's my build. I think that's pretty much the best build you can have here, and that's one mod I myself like to use, and no one else is using it, which makes it even cooler. yeah, for the sword was a big bad sword, the X Manus, a cheaper one. Just screenshot this, I guess. Best build varies right now. For this, is this the best build? I'm not sure, but I like to use it that way, and I think this new one is awesome, by the way. Well, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Play some Gley, she's fun, consistent, simple, awesome. And yeah, see you next video. Bye bye. Oh, and yeah, have fun. Like and subscribe for more. It's I want thank you for your support again. I've been getting more support than previously these days, so it's very nice. And yeah, enjoy the gameplay on the, I would say, fast mission in action.